It's coming back. I still have a lot to show you still, movie-wise, and I haven't even thought about TV. So this video might end up getting split up. So let's just jump right into it. So I might make this a two-part video, possibly even a three-part video. We shall see. The monster. I don't know. Maybe I'll edit it all together in an epic video. Room. Running Scared. Awesome from last year, I think it was. Green Room. Great movie. I just watched that last night. It was fucking great. The Revenge. Death Sentence from James Wan. Amazing exploitation sort of revenge flick. Kevin Bacon's awesome in that movie. Panic Room. Why the fuck is either of these on Blu-ray? We got Fight Club, of course. Place Beyond the Pines. We got Drive. Great movie. Only God Forgives. Valhalla Rising. Nicholas Winding Refn here. The Neon Demon. Still need to pick up Bronson. I pretty much liked all his movies. These two movies are the hardest ones to process or intake. Anyways, Out of the Furnace. Great movie. The Fighter. Hey, why you gotta upstage me, Christian Bale? Because I'm a better fucking actor. No! Don't you shut me up, McGee. Southpaw. Great movie. Kurt Sutter wrote, Jake Gyllenhaal acted, and Anton Fuqua directed. Nightcrawler. Awesome. Recent masterpiece. And this is, look at that. Awesome. Mondo edition. And that movie is a modern masterpiece. It's right up there with something like Taxi Driver to me. I love it. Demolition. Nocturnal Animals. My favorite movie from last year. I think this is the best picture. Not Moonlight or La La Land, but I like both those movies. Zodiac. Got The Prisoner, so as you can see, a little Gyllenhaal chunk there. But you'll probably see some more of him later. End to Watch. Bad Lieutenant. Harvey Keitel is creepy fucker in this movie. Bad Lieutenant, The Port of Call, New Orleans. Rampart, great character study. Shout Selects, Colors, great, awesome cut of this movie, and it's good. Hadn't watched it in a long time. It was awesome. Colors. The Infiltrator, Cranston, good job. Not exactly what I thought it was going to be, but still a good movie. French Connection 1. French Connection 2, which I like just as much as the first one. Love it. The sequel's great. And it's like its own thing. It doesn't even really mimic the first one at all. It's great. Enemy of the State. Still need to upgrade that. Heist. Great movie. If you haven't seen this. Michael Clayton. That's a great Clooney film. Probably one of my very favorites of his. Or Dusk Till Dawn. The American. Out of Sight. Steven Soderbergh movie. Along with the three Ocean films. Oceans 11, 12, and 13. We got Heat. There's a new edition of this coming out, I think today or next week or something. Director's Cut. The Town. Great movie. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. That's a really good kind of indie film with Philip Seymour Hoffman and Ethan Hawke. It's kind of like a mini heist film. Family drama thing. And it's really good. American History X. Great. I love the steelbook too. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Love that movie. It's pretty brutal though. History of Violence. Very awesome violent movie. When it is violent. And great acting. That's a David Cronenberg movie, I believe. Gone Baby Gone. Great movie. Mystic River. Awesome movie. I watch that often, even though I know everything. You know how everything plans out. I just love the acting. I love how brisk it moves along. Crash. Get into some Alejandro Inarritu Gonzalez. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. 21 Grams. I love his movies. They're so great. That's a good one right there, 21 Grams. Move over here. Babel, or Babel, I think it's Babel though. Great film. A bunch of mini stories, all from all around the world that intertwined in odd ways. Pretty cool. Fateful ways almost. Beautiful. Great movie. This is a foreign subtitled movie, but it is really good. And what's his name? Javier Bardem is excellent in it. It's pretty excellent. No Escape. This is Owen Wilson's like best dramatic movie ever. I didn't expect anything from this, and it is an excellent thriller. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat from the minute shit pops off. Murder in the First. Love this movie. Runaway Jury. Love that movie. And Justice for All. If there's something, if this man gets away with this, there's something really wrong going on here. You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order. I love that movie. It's like a dark comedy, like a black comedy with drama elements. It's really good. Jeffrey Tambor is great at it. Seven, Insomnia, Devil's Advocate, great triple feature there. You got some Fincher, you got Nolan, then you got Pacino and as Satan in The Devil's Advocate. That movie's great. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Worship that. Never. Backdraft. Great movie. Barton Fink. That's a great movie. I'd love to get that on Blu, but it's super expensive. Fargo. The good transfer. This is a Steelbook edition of No Country for Old Men I just picked up. Great. Back's awesome. No One Gets Away Clean. This is a John Watts movie, if you haven't seen. John Watts is awesome. He did this, Clown, and the upcoming Spider-Man movie, and he's an amazing director. Canadian. Cop Car, Kevin Bacon. That's an excellent movie. The kids are great in it. Killer Joe, William Friedkin. This movie makes you feel gross, but it's great. It's good. And Juno Temple gets very nude in it. The Lincoln Lawyer. Dallas Buyers Club, amazing performance from him. So as you can see, we're kind of like in dramas now. Mud. Joe, that's a great movie if you haven't seen it. Hell or High Water, great from last year. That was my favorite until I seen some of the other ones, but that's a fantastic movie. Hell or High Water. Schindler's List, that's a brutal film but great. Saving Private Ryan, amazing. Fury, Hacksaw Ridge, fantastic. We Were Soldiers, I love that movie. It's fucking brutal though. Apocalypse Now, that's both cuts, I believe. Pretty sure. The Deer Hunter, amazing movie. Dee Mow! Platoon, just picked that up. Upgraded. Born on the 4th of July, love that movie. Rescue Dawn. That's an underrated or underappreciated. It's rated actually pretty good. War movie, Rescue Dawn. It's like a prisoner of war with Christian Bale. Amazing. Steve Zahn. Lone Survivor. Amazing movie. Peter Berg. Mark Wahlberg. Ben Foster's brilliant in that. 13 Hours. The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Best Michael Bay movie in a fucking long time. American Sniper. Awesome. The Messenger. If you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. It's a great film with Woody Harrelson and Ben Foster. JFK, Oliver Stone's Digibook. Great movie. Natural Born Killers. I have a problem with this because Quentin would have made it better. But it is a pretty decent movie. It's very zany. But it just could have been so much better. Great Digibook. And I got it for a steal. Because it was like nothing. It was like $4. U-Turn. Great movie. Jennifer Lawrence is superbly nude in that. Talk Radio. This is a really great Oliver Stone movie. And it has to be influenced by Howard Stern a little bit. In fact, I don't even think you could talk really about talk radio, like comedic talk radio without talking about Stern. But this is a really cool Oliver Stone movie. The Doors. Fantastic. That Val Kilmer was like born to play that. Wall Street. And the sequel. Decent, not as good. Money Never Sleeps with Shia. And speaking of Shia, I'd just like to say, I think he is a great actor. I think pretty much every movie he's in, he does a good job in it. Even if the movie sucks, he may be a little crazy himself, but that makes him interesting to me. Snowden, great. The real story is amazing. This movie's great. And I need to move along here. So Limitless, great movie. Burt, awesome chef. Thriller, drama, straight out of Compton. I don't even know if you call it thriller, but... No, Notorious. Can't wait for All Eyes on Me. 8 Mile. Great. Juice. Can't wait for that new Blu-ray edition that's coming out in June. Bullet with Mickey Rourke and Tupac. That's a fucked up movie. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Above the Rim, this is a really good movie. Tupac, Marlon Wayans. Higher Learning. It's a great John Singleton film, yeah. Michael Rappaport's a standout in this movie. This movie is very cliched, though. A lot of the stereotypes are very ridiculously cliche. Clockers, Spike Lee's best movie, in my opinion. Love that. Do the Right Thing's very close, but I like Clockers a bit better. A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints with young Shia LaBeouf. Awesome movie. It's very much like Mean Streets to me. And, but not really, but has that same sort of urban city vibe, tough kids, problems, blah, 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 blah. And Robert Downey Jr. plays him all grown up. It's pretty good. Channing Tatum's really awesome in that movie. Here's King of the Jungle, HBO film. John Leguizamo plays this mentally handicapped dude whose mother gets murdered, and he goes on a tear to try and find him. It's good. Shoot that boy in the ass. Hustle and Flow. Oh, they're here for a pimp. I'd love to get that on Blu-ray. Same with this. Black Snake Moan. I think this went up in price still recently on Blu-ray. Man, Ricci gets nude in that. And, excuse me, Samuel Jackson. His acting's on par in that movie. Okay, so now we got Meeting Evil. More Samuel Jackson, Luke Wilson. Yeah. That's an okay movie. I don't know if I need it, though. The Vanishing, great film. Kiefer Sutherland, Jeff Bridges is a beast in that, Sandra Bullock. If you've never seen The Vanishing, check it out. The Gift. California, with a K. Brad Pitt's awesome in that. Same with Julia Lewis. A Perfect Getaway. This is a cool movie. I love the twist. Falling Down, awesome digibook edition of this great movie. Michael Douglas. Just Had Enough. Joel Schumacher movie. Phone Booth. Really want to upgrade this. Love this movie. Buried. Great movie. The Crossing Guard. 5 Easy Pieces. That's a great old movie. Love to get it upgraded, but it's expensive on Blu-ray. Same with Easy Rider. Vanishing Point. Love it. It's like a whole movie. It's like a car chase. Rolling Thunder. It's a great movie if you've never seen it. It's like a exploitation sort of Vietnam vet coming home. He's all fucked up from the war. He's been a prisoner of war, and he can't deal with society. And then some people fuck with him, and he goes on a revenge kick. It is great. Great. Tommy Lee Jones is a beast. The final act of this movie is great. It's a slow burn 70s movie, but it's awesome. And Shout Factory really did a good job with that release. It's not a Select or a Scream Factory, just a Shout Factory. Straw Dogs, great movie. Straight Time, awesome Dustin Hoffman movie. Kind of a ex-criminal trying to come out and turn his life around, but before long he's easily caught back up into crime. Bad Boys, The Judge, Not Fade Away, great movie from David Chase, Soprano creator. Inside Llewellyn Davis, Whiplash, La La Land, Shady Eustache, Rounders, awesome movie. Check, all night. Give this man his money. Good Will Hunting, great movie. Dead Poet Society. Captain, my captain. 1 Hour Photo. The Fisher King, great movie. House of D, that's an awesome movie. He plays like a mentally challenged dude. And David Duchovny, not Anton Yelkin, plays a young... This is a great movie, and David Duchovny directs it. Anton Yelkin plays a young Duchovny, and Robin Williams is like this old dude he hangs out with who's handicapped. It's great. We got Robert Altman's Robert Williams, awesome. Shelley Duvall, Popeye. I is Olive. We got Mrs. Doubtfire. We got Man of the Year, great movie. Pleasantville, awesome. London, that's a cool movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. Train Spotting, awesome. Can't wait to see the sequel of that. SLC Punk, great movie. Bright Lights, Big City. Midnight Cowboy. Aww. This is a great movie. I love it. It's such a good classic. American Honey. This came out last year. One of my very favorite movies. Fantastic. Shia's good in it, but the movie itself is just brilliant. We got Gross Point Blank and High Fidelity. Double feature. Hoosiers. It's a good movie. Warrior. Awesome. And that movie's a great. Alley. Boombaye. Concussion. I don't know if I need to keep that, but it was a good movie. Trumbo. Theory of Everything. You don't know Jack Kevorkian story. The People versus Larry Flint. Cinema Verite, that's a good one. HBO movie that's pretty cool. About the first reality show ever made. We got This Is Social Network. That's a great movie. It's weird, like I can watch that like anytime, but it's like it's about something you think you never want to watch a movie repeatedly about. War Dogs. It requires the minimal of my attention. Deepwater Horizon, great. Another Peter Berg film. The BP oil spill, and then the Boston Marathon bombing. Same guys. Patriots Day. As you can see, it's kind of like a real life story sort of deal. Basketball Diaries. Another real life story. DiCaprio, young but still talented as shit from a young age. Catch Me If You Can, awesome. Spielberg, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, Spielberg directing, like, that's gonna be a good movie. Okay. Sorry, I gotta work my way back. Okay. I gotta sit cross-legged. Now we're getting down to the lower shelves. We got Titanic. Awesome movie. Jack, no. Life of Pi. Just ordered this on Blu-ray because I found it for $1 and it was great. The River Wild. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. The Edge. Love this movie. Great film. Backcountry. Holy shit. This is a bear attack brutal in this movie, but it's great. It's kind of like it's a horror movie, but it's more like a survival movie. It's very cool. It's a Scream Factory release, by the way, but this is a D Films. I don't know how it works, but you can get this on the Scream Factory site anyways. The Revenant, great film. Alejandro, again, that movie's amazing. The Grey. Here's a movie that I don't hear anyone talk about, Deserto, and it's from the guys who did Gravity, and it's awesome. It's with these illegal immigrants trying to cross the border, and there's like this fucking crazy dude who hangs out by the border with a rifle and a bloodthirsty dog, and he's just sick in the head, and he just hunts the giant packs of these guys down and murders them one by one, and it becomes like a cat and mouse game between a few of them who are a little trickier than he expected. The dog is brutal. This movie's intense. Loved it. I think it's on Netflix, so check it out. You got 127 Hours. Fantastic. Danny Boyle. James Franco, I don't think has ever been better. Into the Wild. Fantastic. Unbroken. All Is Lost. Love that. Castaway. Well then. Me, make file. Okay, Captain Phillips. This is a great thriller. The end of this movie where Tom Hanks is completely like in shock gets me every time. His acting is so amazing. It makes me tear up. Sully. Great Clint Eastwood real life story about the dude who landed the plane, the Hudson. Crazy. A Hologram for the King. Great movie that came out last year that I think a lot of people shit on, and it's great. Forrest Gump. Mom Always Sad. Sling Blade likes his French fried potatoes in his books. Rain Man. Hot Wyvern Baby. Beautiful Mind. Cinderella Man. Beautiful Mind I just watched the other day for the first time. Fantastic. Oh, my arm is so sore. Anyone who's done these videos knows it sucks. As good as it gets. Love that. Don't worry, Sally. You'll be back on your knees in no time. The Savages, or Savages. American Splendor. Fantastic HBO movie. Barney's Version. That's one of my favorite. Paul Giamatti. Regarding Henry. Great J.J. Abrams written movie early in his career. If you haven't seen it, check it out. With Harrison Ford does a great job. Take Shelter. Awesome. Jeff Nichols. Great director. Got Loving. This is a great movie that came out last year. American Beauty. One of the best movies ever. Revolutionary Road. Notebook. That's a great one. Silver Linings Playbook. Joy. I love this movie. Man, Jennifer Lawrence did a good job in that. Blue Jasmine. Manchester by the Sea. Holy shit, that was probably my favorite acting. I was happy when he won this year. Casey Affleck. Death of a Salesman. Another Shout Select. Amazing release. I remember watching this in high school. Everybody seemed to be put off by it. Was yapping. I loved it. I actually went out and rented it so I could watch it again because everybody was talking. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Great movie. Loved it. Didn't love it the first time I seen it. Like when it was out on the Oscars, I was like, what the fuck, Birdman? I watched it. I was like, that one. And then I watched it a few times and it was fucking great. Her. Walk the Line. Need to get a Blu-ray edition of that because I'm sick of how bulky that is. We got Dirty Harry. Dirty Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and Deadpool collection. Great. Line of Fire. It's pretty much Dirty Harry as a Secret Service agent, kind of. Not quite as Dirty Harry-ish. $1 Million Baby. Gran Torino. Man with No Name trilogy, which is a fistful of dollars for a few dollars more, and The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. We got Unforgiven. Best Western ever, probably. Tombstone. Awesome. Young Guns. True Grit. We got Lawless. Love that movie. This is a great one. The Salvation with Mads Mikkelsen. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's also got Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It's kind of a lower budget movie, but it's great. It's about this like Swedish man who comes to build a life for his family. He finally brings his family over, and they get murdered, and he goes on a fucking revenge kick. Diablo, Forsaken, Wild Horses, great triple feature. All those movies were pretty good. The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. And Ron Howard's The Missing. Great movie. Fuck, is it good. Cate Blanchett, Tommy Lee Jones. I gotta get up again. Oh. These videos are so exhausting. So now, we get into like the Stephen King section, which is cool because it starts off like right here. Which leads right into horror, obviously. So this is Nightmare and Dreamscapes. This is like 8 bending stories. It's kind of like an anthology series. And it's really good. So it's probably some of the best adaptations of Stephen King work. It's great. Rose Red. This is an original story that he wrote, or movie that he made. TV miniseries. It's like fucking 4 hours long. So awesome. If you've never seen Rose Red, that's great. We got Riding the Bullet. These are all Mick Garris, Stephen King collabs. Sleepwalker, The Stand, Stephen King's version of The Shining and it's very close to the book. Great. Quicksilver Highway, Desperation, Bag of Bones, and yeah, so from Riding the Bullet all the way to Bag of Bones is all directed by Mick Garris. And we got Storm of the Century and 2 other movies I'm never going to ever watch. Dolores Claiborne, The Night Flyer. That's a rare HBO DVD. Great movie. The Dead Zone. The Ice! It's gonna break! Cujo. Oh, Needful Things. Maximum Overdrive, the only one he's ever directed himself, Stephen King. And it's pretty bad, but it's still fun. U-Turn, You Die, Trucks. Same sort of, it's based on the same source material. Very similar, but different, obviously. Different characters and stuff. At Pupil, this is a great movie from, what's his name? Bryan Singer. This is a good book, very dark book, and a quite dark, but not quite as dark, adaptation of the book. Big Driver, this is fucking brutal movie. Maria Bello does a great job. So does, what's her name? Joan Jett does an amazing job in this movie. So here's a Scream Factory's edition of Carrie. Beautiful. I love the alternate slip, the limited edition slip. Wish it came with that, because this slip's good, but I like that one way better. The Carrie remake, or 2013 version. I like them both. Salem's Lot. We got Creep Show. We got Creep Show 2. We got Firestarter. New Scream Factory. That's beautiful. The inside's got the original art with Drew Barrymore's face. Again, Drew Barrymore. Great 3 anthology film of Cat's Eye. Love that one, actually. I really like The Ledge. That's fucking awesome. Stand By Me. Awesome, what's his name? Rob Reiner movie. Great. Truly and honestly and sincerely, The Running Man. Here's a Schwarzenegger film. Based on Richard Bachman, which is Stephen King's pseudonym book, which I have in the Bachman books. Pet Sematary, great movie. I actually have Pet Sematary 2 in there, so I had the double feature. When I got this, I pillaged it and put it in there. Misery, great movie. That could use a Scream Factory. It's MGM too, so. It, great movie. Miniseries, can't wait for the new one. The Dark Half, George A. Romero, Stephen King, really cool. Kind of speaking of Richard Bachman as soon, and that's all it's all about, really. Taken to a next level. Shawshank Redemption, of course. Frank Darabont, Stephen King collabs are amazing. Green Mile. Here's 1408's Dolphin Hotel keychain. Guaranteed Express checkout. Here's The Mist. Awesome. This has a black and white version on it too. Dreamcatcher, just upgraded that finally. Secret Window, Secret Garden. 1408, love that movie. Fucking Rooms, evil's hell. And we got Dolan's Cadillac, which was actually quite good. I didn't know what to expect from it. It's got the weirdo kid from American Beauty and Christian Slater. It's kind of a revenge movie. It's good. And Cell, which is terrible. Horns, based on Stephen King's son's book, Joe Hill. Horns, awesome. Bug, William Friedkin, that movie's crazy. Spider Baby, Jack Hill. The only one I really like on here is Fear. Raising Cain I didn't actually end up liking, even though it was De Palma and John Lithgow. Kiss of Dying or whatever I didn't even watch. Kiss Before Dying and The Watcher. The Watcher kind of sounds good, so I'll keep it. I'll check out these movies, but I could definitely just upgrade and get Fear alone. Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, The Lords of Salem, and 31. Great Rob Zombie movies there. The Harvest. That's a really cool indie IFC Scream Factory movie. If you haven't seen, Michael Shannon's great in it. So's the woman, and wow, it's crazy. The Crush, great movie. Need a drink again. So much talking. The Maniac, this is a remake with Elijah Wood. Fantastic. I love that movie. It's brutal. And that is not nudity, by the way, if you're going to flag that. That is a mannequin. American Psycho, the uncut version. Great. The Voices, great movie. Recent, like it is fucking awesome. Split. This was great. I didn't expect it to be that good. And we got Disturbing Behavior. Awesome. Awesome movie. I like that. From back when I was a kid. Or a high schoolian. A hoodlum. Okay. Moving along. The Guest. Great movie. It's big. It's bold. It's badass. It is. Dan Stevens is awesome. I think that's his name. Joyride. Great movie. My Bloody Valentine's original. Really out of print. Super expensive. Found it for $5. And it's great. Very much a classic slasher. Fender Bender. I love this. It's a recent movie from the guy who made The Night Flyer, by the way. Great movie. Cool original premise, too. You're Next. Great movie. Holy fuck, is that home? That's a home invasion movie that is brutal. Last House on the Left. Great movie, the original. Scream 1, 2, 3, 4. Love those. Shocker. That was decent. Wes Craven movies here. Nightmare on Elm Street. 1 through 7, I believe is... It's 1 through 7, yes, I think. I love 1 and 3 a lot. Freddy vs. Jason. Friday the 13th, the remake. I'd love to get that big box set, but it's so expensive. The Burning. Love this movie so much. It's great. If you haven't seen it. Oh, shit. Then we got Hatchet. Hatchet 2. And Hatchet 3. Great movies. Awesome. Victor Crowley. Got The Final Girls. This movie was sweet. If you haven't seen it. Such a cool idea. It Follows. Amazing. George A. Romero again. Monkey Shine. This is a great, great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's interesting. This is the George A. Romero Night of the Living Dead section here, even though this is the umbrella edition of Tom Savini's directed Night of the Living Dead. I actually like this one a little better. The color, it's in color and all that. I like the original though, don't get me wrong. I just like this one a little better. I like how the female lead is not quite as useless. And it's a fun one. Amazing special features on there. Dawn of the Dead, this is out of print and it's awesome. I love this movie. It's probably my favorite zombie movie of all time. Day of the Dead, The Scream Factory. Wish I had that slip. Beautiful though. Land of the Dead. Diary of the Dead. Survival of the Dead. This is all three of these are great. That's like a studio film. This is like a crazy take on found footage, and then the third one is the first actual sequel to any of them, and it connects to Diary of the Dead, and it's not that great, but it's okay. Dawn of the Dead, the remake with Zack Snyder, great. This is the Crazies remake. Return of the Living Dead. There's a cool Scream factor that, but I didn't like it that much to need to pay that much. 28 days later. Oh shit, almost dropped this camera here. 28 weeks later. I Am Legend. World War Z. Love that movie. Can't wait for the sequel. Heard that they're making a sequel of that. Is that true? Leave a comment below. Train to Busan. Love this movie. Maggie. Schwarzenegger's great in that. Really cool take on zombies. Zombieland. Can't wait for the Scream Factor. The Slither. Love this movie. I've had it since it came out. Bitch is hardcore. Idle Hands. Love that movie. Beetlejuice. Outbreak. Deep Pocket Chat. Cabin Fever. Hostel and 2. I love Cabin Fever. Why are you shooting squirrels? Because they're gay. Don't Breathe. Great movie. Fede Alvarez. Love that movie. Evil Dead remake. Then we got the Evil Dead, the original. Evil Dead 2. 20th anniversary. Army of Darkness, my favorite in the series. Love that. Wish I had the slip, but again, you get them cheap on Amazon, but you don't get the slip, so it's kind of like a catch-23 situation. Ash vs. Evil Dead, season 1. Love that show. Hi, my name is Bruce. This is a great movie. I don't really like Bubba Hotep that much. It was okay, but I don't think I need to own it. Drag Me to Hell. Great Sam Raimi's cursed gypsy movie. Cabin in the Woods, love this. The Ruins, awesome. Made me afraid of plants. So thanks for that movie and book. I actually have the book. You can see it way up there. The Hellraiser. First one. I don't really like any of the sequels, but I love the first one. Midnight Meat Train. Jeepers Creepers 1. Don't really like the sequel. Clown. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's all I'm going to say. Wishmaster 1 through 4. Vestron. It's the only Vestron I want. Chopping Mall would be good, but it's really expensive. But, yeah. 1 and 2 are great. 3 and 4 I've never seen. Wolf. Jack Nicholson. Michelle Pfeiffer. The Lost Boys. Great Joel Schumacher movie. 30 Days of Night. Great movie. Looks great on Blu-ray. Watch it in winter. The Reds popping the white snow. Interview with a Vampire. Great movie. Love that. The Witch. Really cool Steelbook edition. Autopsy of Jane Doe. If you haven't seen this movie, you like horror, holy fuck, this movie's creepy as hell. Watch it. Tales from the Hood, brand new. Love this Scream Factory. Love it. Actually had some problems getting it shipped to me, but it finally showed up and it was great. Dead Time Stories, awesome, weird, zany anthology horror comedy. Trick or Treat, love this. One of the best movies ever for Halloween. Pumpkinhead, same statement. I love that. Critters 1, 2, 3, and 4. First one's great. The other 3 are just cheese. Chopping Mall, like I said, pretty decent, but I'm not spending no $60 for a Blu-ray of that. For Eight-Legged Freaks. We got Tremors 1 through 4. Tremors 5. Snakes on a Plane. Anaconda. Lake Placid. Komodo. The Ghost in the Darkness. That movie's awesome. Needs a blue. Why the fuck is that not on blue? Jaws. Jaws 2. Open Water. Deep Blue Sea. The Shallows. Final Destination. The Poltergeist. The Exorcist. Insidious. Insidious Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Those movies were pretty scary, but these movies blow them out of the water. The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2. Holy Christ, these movies are scary. Modern horror masterpieces. Lights Out. The Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch, which is really cool recently. I like both those movies. Paranormal Activity 1 through 6. 5 is called The Mark 1. 6 is The Ghost Dimension. I like all these movies. I don't see why people shit on them so much. Stir of Echoes, The Sixth Sense, The Frighteners, Odd Thomas, The Crow, Equilibrium, The Ultimate Matrix Collection, V for Vendetta, Back to the Future, the 30th Anniversary Trilogy. Love that. Love those movies. 1 and 2 are one of my favorite movies. I love 3 too, but 1 and 2 are the best. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Awesome set there. Moving all the way back. All the way back. We're getting close. We have 6 more rows to go through. Just like one of these each. 6 more of these. Midnight Special. District 9 Steelbook. I'm definitely going to speed up. My arm's getting sore. My throat's getting sore. Elysium. Awesome Neil Blomkamp films here. Chappie. Ex Machina. Love that movie so much. Let me get down so I can... Where is it? Splice. This is a fucked up movie. Pretty cool. Scanner Darkly. Starship Troopers. Alien Nation. Men in Black 1, 2, and 3. I, Robot. I've never seen Alien Nation. Definitely check it out. It's kind of like Men in Black if everyone knew that the aliens were there and they just kind of coexist. And they're like cops. And it's like a buddy cop movie with one human, one alien. It's cool. I, Robot. I don't know if I said that. George Lucas' first movie, THX 1138. Ender's Game. Source Code. There's more some Gyllenhaal there. Minority Report. War of the Worlds. Still need to upgrade that. Live, Die, Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow. Oblivion. Battle Los Angeles. John Carter. I like that movie. Westworld. The completely over-the-top cheesy Postman. It's good though. Like, it's cheese, but it's good. I remember watching that on like the movie channel back in the day. I think it was fun. The Island. Good Michael Bay movie. Universal Soldiers. We got some Roland Emmerich here. Stargate. Independence Day. This is actually the icon slip on that new edition. And this is a Independence Day Resurgence. We got The Day After Tomorrow. We got 2012. We got Volcano. Love this movie. Wish I had Dante's Peak. Still trying to find it cheap. Twister. Love that movie. Into the Storm. San Andreas. Put this on surround sound. It sounds fantastic. And good lord, is Dadra. What is her name? That's gonna bug me. The daughter in this is gorgeous. Alexandra Daddario, I think her name is, or something like that. Alexandra Daddario. She is gorgeous. Probably the hottest actress I've seen on screen in a while. Deep Impact, Armageddon, and yes, I know about the True Blood. The True Detective. Hollow Man 2. I only like the first one. Hollow Man 2 was almost unwatchable to me. Cube. I know there's a bunch of those, but I loved Cube. It's a Canadian classic. I watched it back in the day. Congo. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Can't wait for this. War. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Awesome Best Buy Steelbook. Cloverfield. Godzilla. Can't wait for King Kong Skull Island. The Abyss. Why? This is like probably my number one. Why the fuck is this not on Blu-ray? Because, oh my god, The Abyss is amazing. The Avatar. Take a second from Avatar, Cameron, and put Abyss out. The Terminator in the red case. Variant of the Mondo of Terminator 2. Very cool. Really try and get if you look at an unboxing for that on YouTube, the detail's awesome. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Terminator Salvation. Jenna Shit. And Total Recall Mondo. I love this fucking edition. It's so cool. It's got like stuff everywhere. Quado lives. The slogans for Total Recall. It's great. The Sixth Day. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator 3D. Love the first Predator movie. Come on! Do it now! What are you waiting for? Yeah! The Predator 2. How do you go from Arnold to Danny Glover? I'll never know. Like, isn't he too old for that shit? I'm not sure. Predators. I like that movie. Alien. Of course you gotta like Alien. Can't wait for the new one. Aliens. Don't have 3 or 4. Resurrection's kind of bad. 3 is pretty bad. Alien versus Predator. Alien versus Predator Requiem, as I stumble over every syllable. Prometheus. Love this movie. Extraterrestrial. Great film that just came out like, I don't know, like 2014, I want to say. Awesome horror sci-fi alien movie that does not pull punches. Super 8, of course, that's like Stranger Things before Stranger Things. Cowboys and Aliens. The Riddick Collection, Pitch Black and Chronicles Riddick, and then Riddick. I love that movie. They should make another movie where it's just him surviving on a planet. Like the whole beginning of this movie is fucking awesome. Fifth Element. Looper. Got this awesome steelbook. It's lenticular, but it's not really showing. Love Looper. Can't wait for the next Star Wars. Dread. RoboCop 1 through 3 and RoboCop the remake, which I didn't hate. I think it's kind of cool that they took it serious, and it's definitely not as good as the original. Snowpiercer, awesome recent sci-fi movie. The Maze Runner and Scorch Trials Maze Runner. Donnie Darko, still need to upgrade that. Not getting the Arrow for fucking $300. The Butterfly Effect, Inception, Apollo 13, Gravity. I love sci-fi, man. These are some great sci-fi movies here. The Martian, Interstellar. Love Interstellar. I've watched that like fucking 8 times. Contact, Arrival. That was a great one from this year. I need to move up a little bit. Okay. Sorry about that. So, Sphere. Great movie. I love that. Sunshine. Event Horizon. This is a fucked up movie. Pandorum. Kind of like zombie. It kind of reminds me of Event Horizon, but like add weird alien zombies. Evolution. Kind of silly. Kind of funny sci-fi. Ivan Reitman. David Duchovny. Short Circuit 1 and 2, because, you know, you gotta have that. Johnny Five is definitely alive. One of my all-time favorite childhood movies, Fly the Navigator. Love it so much. I guess it should be up with Disney, but it felt good down here. in the Sci-fi. Love that movie. Turtles 1, 2, The Secret of the Ooze, and Turtles in Time. Got the TMNT. I like this quite a bit, this 4th animated one. And then you got Ninja Turtles, the remake, and Ninja Turtles Out of Shadow remake. I love both those movies. I don't care that they're kind of bad. It doesn't matter to me. The Big Lebowski, with the rug that brings the digibook together. It's fucking awesome. My favorite beverage is White Russian. I drink them all the time. Clear History. Whatever Works. Scenes from a Mall. Just picked this up recently. It was a really good movie. I laughed quite often. Woody Allen. Deconstructing Harry. More Woody Allen. This is a great movie. Haven't watched it in a while. I should. Howard Stern's Private Parts. I listen to Howard Stern pretty much every day that he's on. And this is a fucking awesome movie. I love it. Same people who made that movie made this. The Late Shift, about the late night wars. Great. And the out of print Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. And we got Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber 2. Awesome. I actually like Dumb and Dumber 2. I think it's funny. The Mask. Oh, I grew up on Jim Carrey movies. I love them so much. That's the last of the drink, so this is going to get rough. The Cable Guy. Probably just going to power through all these comedies. Liar, Liar. Bruce Almighty. Fun with Dick and Jane. Oh, I missed one. Yes Man. Mr. Popper's Penguins. The Truman Show. Gotta love that. Just picked this up. Love it. The Majestic. Frank Darabont. This is a great movie. Man on the Moon. Thank you very much. Love that movie. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's a classic. This is probably his best acting. I Love You, Philip Morris. That's great. Dramatic performance from him. Back to School. Great, Rodney Dangerfield. And some classic. Got Your Tommy Boy, Your Black Sheep that just got released to Blu-ray. Beverly Hills Ninja, Dirty Work, some dirty whores. Bit my nose off. Saigons. Beer League. That's a fun movie. This movie, it sucks. I just ordered this on Amazon. It was coming, and then I got a refund because it just went out of print. They couldn't get it. Now it's like so expensive on Blu-ray. I love that movie. Whether it's Airheads or Radio Rebels, I love it. Billy Madison. Happy Gilmore. The Wedding Singer. The Wada Boy. Big Daddy. You can get a 2-pack with Big Daddy and Mr. Deeds that I want to get. Little Nicky. I love that one. 8 Crazy Nights. It's a great Christmas one. Like I said, Mr. Deeds. Anger Management. A lot of the comedies I still have on DVD to upgrade because they're just, they're probably the least priority. Click. Reign Over Me. Chuck. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Don't Mess with the Zohan. Grown Ups 1 and 2. That's My Boy. Pixels. Funny People. 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up. This is 40. Here's a movie written by Judd Apatow, but it's not directed by him. It's way early in his career. Daniel Stern, Dan Aykroyd, Damian Wayans. Great movie. With these crazy fans who kidnap the star player of the opposite team. The Six Man, awesome movie. Hard to find. The Goon, can't wait for the sequel to that. This is Pick 69, numbers hilarious. Superbad, great steelbook, love that. Got the Pineapple Express, and now we're in the Seth Rogen stuff. This is The End, awesome movie. The Interview, I think I might watch that today. Haven't seen it in a long time. Sausage Party. Neighbors 1 and 2. I like the sequel. First one's better though. Night Before. Movie's great. Watching it every Christmas now. Observe and Report. And The Sitter. 3 more shelves left for movies. So yeah, it's definitely probably going to be a 3-parter. Get Him to the Greek. 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. This is a harder shelf to show. It's a little dark over here. Cyrus, Stranger in Fiction, Night at the Roxbury, Old School, Get Hard, Anchorman, Legend of Rob Burgundy, and the sequel, The Legend Continues. Other Guys, love that movie. Daddy's Home, good, not as good as Other Guys, so Paul, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End, love that whole trilogy. Scott Pilgrim, Attack the Block, come on bruv, yes fam. This is a really good movie, Hector and the Search for Happiness. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Netflix, pretty good actually. Trading Places, Fast Time at Ridgemont High, got some John Hughes stuff here. 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, got Weird Science, Weird Science, Pretty in Pink on DVD. Yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, love that. Planes, Trains, Automobiles, one of my favorite comedies of all time. Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck, love that. Brewster's Millions, gotta love that. Splash, which is a great movie. Turner and Hooch, another great movie. Makes me cry when the dog dies. Spoiler. Money Pit, The Purbs, Larry Crown, Sorry It's So Dark, I know. The Terminal, Office Space, Extract, Hall Pass, Ted 2, Million Ways to Die in the West, The Dictator, Brothers Grimsby, Orgasmo, love that. Chotabai, Basketball, fuck, I love that movie, haven't seen it in a while. Team America World Police, The Ladies Man, MacGruber. Why I didn't show you The Ladies Man, I don't know. It's like two fine hands on back of your pants. Super Troopers, Dodgeball, Due Date, love that movie. Pretty much a rip-off Planes, Trains, Automobiles, but it's good. 30 Minutes or Less. And Nothing to Lose. You got a motherfucking spider on your motherfucking head, man. So, finally we go down to the final two shelves. These are hard to show because it's on the very bottom, but here's... I don't know, I'm gonna have to finagle here. Hold on. Lay on the ground like a war photographer. Friday, next Friday, Friday after next, Half Baked, How High, Grandma's Boy, Harold and Kumar, Let's Go to White Castle and Escape Guantanamo Bay. Got Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, Biodome, Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure and Bogus Adventure, Shout Select, beautiful collection, Hot Tub Time Machine, Run Ronnie Run, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, Tenacious D, The Complete Masterwork, and The Complete Masterwork Volume 2, Holy Grail, Monty Python and Holy Grail, Life of Brian, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs. It's really hard to do this down here. The Robin Hood Men in Tights, Wayne's World 1 and 2, Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, Spy Shag Me, and Gold Member. Don't Be a Menace to So Central, Drinking Juice in the Hood. My favorite spoof movie ever. Scary Movie 1 through 4, 5, Hot Shots 1 and 2, Part 2, Loaded Weapon 1, National Lampoon's Deadly Sins, one of my favorites when I was a kid, Animal House, Vacation, European Vacation, Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Van Wilder, Van Wilder, Raj, or whatever, Rise of Taj, Waiting. Okay, I need to move because it's killing me sitting like that. Okay, I should be able to do this. Where were we? Waiting. Got the American Pie 1 through 4. American Pie 2, American Wedding, American Reunion, which I love American Reunion. Girl Next Door, classic. Risky Business, another classic. Project X, haven't seen that in a long time. Just picked it up. Office Christmas Party, great. Why Him, that's a great one. She's Out of My League, that's a really funny Jay Bear show with TJ Miller, still funny in that. The Trotsky, Edge of 17. That's a fantastic movie from last year. Pump Up the Volume. Just found that on DVD. Great. Tootsie. Didn't want to pay for the Criterion. Good movie though. $5 I paid for that. The Ref. This is a great Christmas movie, so check it out this holiday season if you haven't. The Living Will. Ryan Dunn's last movie. Awesome way to go out for movies. Bad Words. Swingers. Maid. And Chef. Just watched that yesterday. Great movie. I'm so tired of being lonely. Oh, White Man Can't Jump. I apologize for that. Okay. So, this is the final shelf right now. I still have 2 more shelves down there, as you can see. That one's just kind of old movies that I'm selling. New movies I've picked up that I don't know if I'm keeping. And a Jurassic Park lunchbox. But here is a Michael J. Fox. Secret of My Success, The Hard Way, For Love or Money, and Greedy. Comedy series. We got Fatal Beauty and Running Scared, which is why I bought this movie. I don't know about Fatal Beauty. I'll have to watch it one of these days. I like Billy Crystal. Forget Paris, Father's Day, and My Giant. Just watched this last night. Mr. Saturday Night Live. Mr. Saturday Night. It's a great movie. Awesome. Billy Crystal crushes it in that movie. When Harry Met Sally. Amazingly awesome classic. Throw Mama Off the Train. That's a funny one. And City Slickers. Oh my god, it's so... City Slickers 2. Christmas Story, which, don't shoot me, I don't actually really like that movie. I know some people think it's the best movie ever. Miracle on 34th Street. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Jingle All the Way. Deck the Halls, as you can see, Christmas section. A Merry Friggin' Christmas. Bought this because my mom was interested, so this Christmas I'll bring it and we'll watch it. Elf. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Polar Express. The Christmas Carol. Disney's Christmas Carol, which again, there's some Disney movies that should probably go up there, but I don't care. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest Scared Stupid. Awesome movie. Here's the rest of the Ernest that you're missing. Ernest in the Army, Rides Again, Greatest Hits 1 and 2, and then Goes to School, Goes to Africa, Slam Dunk Ernest, and then Hey Vern stuff. Then you got Joe's Apartment. Classic. Welcome to Joe's Apartment. Singing Roaches and what's his name? I can't remember his name. Fat kid from Stand By Me. Super Mario Bros. It is a blast. I like this movie, but it's definitely bad. Goonies. The Princess Bride. That's a good one. The Never-Ending Story. That's a classic. Sebastian, please. Willow. This is a great movie. Super out of print. Hard to get. The Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth. Gremlins, A New Batch, Goosebumps, Casper, that's a classic. Roger Rabbit, that's a good one. Heavy Metal, that's a good one. Titan AE, awesome. We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Land Before Time. Sorry, these ones are being difficult. Ferngully, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Ants, B-Movie, Robots. There's like 10 movies. The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Cloak and Dagger, Matinee, which is great, Sergeant Pilko, Ghost Dad, which is probably rapey nowadays. Like, look at how those girls are sitting. And you can't really see it because of the thing with all their mouth are agape, which is creepy. Ed, A Simple Wish, and The Borrowers, which I never even heard of. Okay. Space Jam, Back in Action, Osmosis Jones, which has Bill Murray. Funky Monkey, never seen that in my life. Crocodile Hunter, Collision Course, of course. Love me some Steve Irwin back in the day. And last but not least, God Bless Ozzy Osbourne. Amazing documentary from Jack Osbourne. So yeah, that is the collection of movies. Holy, that took a while. I didn't expect it to go that long. But yeah, that is the collection of movies. So, when we return, I will show you my TV stuff, And I'll probably, after, because that won't take half as long, I'll probably take you on a general tour of the room and what I got on my walls and some pops and stuff like that. So, yeah, see you in the next video. I am Groot.